Welcome to Miami, or should I say bienvenidos a Miami. We have one day to explore Miami, and we're gonna focus completely on Little Havana and eat as much of the delicious food here as we can. Come along with us.
So our first stop on our Little Havana food adventure is Versailles.
We actually visited this restaurant years ago, the first time we came to Miami. We stayed in South Beach, and we got a cab up this way to try their famous Cuban sandwiches. We're going to be trying this one first, and then I have another one up the road, which is supposed to be like a new modernized version of the Cuban sandwich. We'll see which one we like better. So we went ahead and decided to start with some Cuban coffees. I have the cafe con leche. There's my cafe, and there is my leche. And then David got the cortado with evaporated milk. So we got the large Cuban sandwich, and you can see it is very large. The Cuban sandwich, what makes it special is the bread, which they press and they get very, very crispy. Then on the inside we have cheese, we have mustard, we have pickles, and we have ham, and then we actually have slow cooked pork on the bottom. So looking forward to digging into this one.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Just finished up our sandwiches, and they were just as good as I remember, maybe even a little bit better.
Yeah, they were super delicious. That bread was super crispy and very fresh and soft on the inside. The pickles and mustard really cut through the fatty pork and the ham. It was just so delicious. I think the next place is gonna have a hard time beating that one, but I'm excited to see if they can. We're gonna walk about 1.7 miles or 40 minutes up the road, walk off some of the carbs we've already taken in so we can take in some more.
So on the way, we found this beautiful cemetery and decided to stop in.
Yeah, it's very cute, but if you don't want to make this long walk, you can get on the red trolley line. It says Little Havana, and these trolleys are actually completely free, and they stop all the way down Calle Ocho, or street number 8. There's tons of stops all the way, and I think it's cool that Miami provides that transportation for completely free. He's ready to make the ultimate sacrifice and become a chicken nugget. Oh wait, no, I take it back. I think he just escaped from Pollo Campero. So we have made it to San Luis. It was a nice walk. It was very pretty. There's a lot of street art along the way. And once we got here, we did have to wait in a little line. You do order at the counter, and then you have to wait for a table to be available in the very little restaurant. There isn't a whole ton of seating, but here is our Cuban sandwich here. You can see same crunchy bread, and then we've got the ham and the roast pork with the cheese and mustard and pickles. See how it is. Okay, so I like the bread here much better. The outside is a lot crispier, but I actually think that I like the ham at the other place. And then here, I don't notice the taste of the pickles and the mustard as much, which I really liked at the first place. There was just that kind of sharpness that cut through the fattiness. This sandwich tastes a lot richer and a lot fattier, but it still is very delicious.
I have to agree that the sandwich at Versailles was a little bit better than this one.
Yeah, overall, I think it was a little bit more flavorful, and I liked the meat better, but both, like I said before, very delicious. I do think that Versailles is a little bit better atmosphere, though. The restaurant is very large. It can accommodate everybody, and it's just got a cool, like, old school atmosphere. Really liked it. Our next stop is going to be for a Cuban burger, which we've never had before. We have made it to our last food stop of the day, which is El Rey de las Fritas. You can see here that they actually cut the sandwich in half for us, which, by the way, we split all the sandwiches thus far, but we are still getting full. Those Cubano sandwiches were very large. But here you can see they have these like little French fried potatoes, and then we have the meat patty as well as a thick layer of cheese on the bottom. So let's dig in. That is much better than it looks, actually. The little potatoes are super, super crunchy. And then the patty has this like really nice, like ever so slightly spicy coating on it. Really, really good. The cheese is nice and melty. Really enjoy it. As I mentioned before, the burgers were our last food stop, but we definitely have room for some drinks. So now we have come to Old Havana Cuban Bar, and we have gotten their signature cocktail, which is the Mojito. I have the version with aged rum, and then David has the classic version. Oh, super good. Not too sweet, and you can really taste the rum. Highly recommend. So our last stop is La Trova. We have come to try their mojito, which is supposed to be one of the best in Miami. They have happy hour every day at the bar from 4 to 7 p.m. So these are only $8. That's really good, but I think I like the one with the aged rum at Old Havana just a little bit better. But I like this one better than the original that David got over there. So. Thanks for watching, and as always, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave them down below. If you haven't already, check out our last video where we explore Funchal on the island of Madeira.